Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Well, next to golfing superstar, who's just become the third Englishman in 52 years to win the US Open. Matt Fitzpatrick followed in the footsteps of Tony Jacklin in 1917, Justin Rose in 2013 to win the major title. So where did he get his inspiration for such greatness? I'll ask him in a moment. But first, let's take a look at that winning moment.
So close, and it's a dream come true for magnificent Matthew, and the US Open title fits perfectly.
Oh, so proud of you.
Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined now from America by Matt Fitzpatrick, US Open champion, no less. How are you?
I'm good, Piers. How are you?
Have you been sleeping with that trophy? Be honest.
It's been next to me every night so far, so yeah, pretty much.
Only you could win your first major by not actually doing anything, watching somebody else miss a putt.
Oh, I knew you have an answer for everything, don't you?
You know what? It was absolutely incredible to watch it, and because I know you quite well, I know how much it means to you. That moment when you realised you were the champion, you'd won your first major, you were the US Open champion, and then you turn and you turn to your caddy, who normally in that moment would be as jubilant as you, and he's broken down in tears, Billy Foster, because he's waited 40 years to carry a bag for a major champion.
Yeah, it was incredibly surreal. You know, I know what it means to Billy, and as you say, you know what it means to me. And for me to win a major, it's 10 million times better than I ever thought it would feel. I've got to admit, it's truly been incredible. And that moment when the putt missed, and I knew that I was the winner, then it was truly incredible.
You're an incredibly fastidious golfer in the sense that you've made a note of every shot you've ever played as a professional, and you've kept all these notebooks. Why do you do that? And do you think that's been one of the reasons why you've ended up a major champion?
Yeah, I think for me, I do it just to figure out where I can improve all the time, where my strengths are, where my weaknesses are. And I definitely think it's been a big part in helping me succeed in my career so far, just because of, I've got the information on where I need to get better all the time. And because of that, I'm using my time efficiently rather than kind of wasting it on something that might be a strength already. So I feel like that's been a big part of my career, and, I'm certainly going to continue doing it. And I think it's helped massively.
You've gone from Matt Fitzpatrick, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, kind of nearly man, not quite winning a major, one of the pros, not a household name. And then now, suddenly, within 48 hours, you're on the front page of newspapers all over the world, you're on TV shows all over the world. Your life has just changed irrevocably. Are you enjoying it? Are you slightly apprehensive about what may now happen?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely apprehensive. There's... You've seen it with other guys that have had success and then maybe don't play so well, and some guys that have success and continue on to go and do more. There's always a little bit of that at first, and it might take some time to sort of get used to everything that's going on. But I'm excited. It's what I've worked so hard for to achieve this. So got to understand everything else that comes with it, and just try and take it in my stride as best as possible, and enjoy it at the same time. It's like I say, it's what I've worked for. So you've got to enjoy it once you've achieved what you want.
Absolutely. I read a fascinating piece in the papers today that you were inspired in a way by a conversation you had with your ex-girlfriend Denise, whose family are from Ukraine, and you had this when the Ukraine war started, and you spoke to her on the phone, and she told you some stuff about her family and what they were going through in the Ukraine that gave you a new perspective.
Yeah. I mean, that was obviously back in March time, and I think obviously with everything that's going on in Ukraine right now, and particularly obviously being close to that, and and having that experience of someone or knowing someone that is going through that, it was obviously tough to see and tough to understand from my side. But like you say, it made me realise that, put things into perspective. At the end of the day, I'm only playing golf, and there's much worse things going on, and it definitely helped. My mental game towards my golf and whilst I was playing tournaments.